Yes, Zuhair.
It's a process used to form alkenes that removes the hydrogen halide from substrate.
That means you can prepare an alkene from alkyl halide by removing hydrogen halide. Correct. And what is the condition? What is the condition used for this?
I don't recall that.
Sorry?
I can't recall that now.
I think I have put it in the screen. You can see that slide is up.
No, I don't see anything.
Is the screen visible
That
to all of you? Is
Yes,
my
ma'am.
screen sharing? Yeah, okay. So it is alcoholic potassium hydroxide, that is alcoholic potash is used as a catalyst, I mean the condition, and on heating also. And what undergoes is like a beta elimination. So Vishesh, what is a beta carbon? How you will identify alpha and beta carbon, Vishesh? Vishesh,
Yes, ma'am.
which is an alpha carbon, which is a beta carbon?
Uh,
If this is the functional
alpha
group,
is
it is
with the
shown as
functional
alpha.
group.
Yeah, very good. That means alpha mean carbon with directly attached to the functional group. Then beta is which
It's
is
with
a beta
hydrogen.
carbon. Beta is,
It is attached with hydrogen.
but
It's
alpha also contains hydrogen, right? So in with respect to hydrogen, you cannot say it's beta. Beta mean carbon next to alpha,
yes, ma'am.
attached to alpha. Okay, is it like it is like that? Okay. Anyway, that is what the second method of preparation of an alkene. Now let's move to the third method, that is from vicinal dihalides. So we need to understand what is the vicinal dihalide. Dihalide mean what? What is dihalides?
Ma'am, like two halogen groups.
Yeah, two halogens. Vicinal dihalides mean two halogens attached to the neighboring carbons. That is what vicinal position. Vicinal mean, see if you have a compound like this, CH3, CHCl, CH2Cl. Okay, so here you can see the chlorine, both are halogens, so it's a dihalide because two halogen groups are present in the compound, and these halogens are on the neighboring position. These halogens are attached to the neighboring carbon, so such dihalides are called vicinal. Okay, that means vicinal dihalides mean dihalides in which halogen groups are on the neighboring carbon atoms. Halogen groups are attached to the neighboring carbon atom, and such dihalides are called vicinal dihalides. So if you have a vicinal dihalide, okay, if you do a reaction with zinc, then it will lose that halides. Say example, if you have chlorine or if you have bromine, whatever the molecule, that molecule will be removed and a double bond is created. That is why I told you in the previous example, whenever you are eliminating something from a compound, what forms is a double bond. So here what you are eliminating is two halogen atoms. That will be like two halogen atoms in the vicinal position, that is attached to the neighboring carbon atom. If you strongly heat in presence of zinc metal, on treatment with zinc metal, these two halogen groups will be removed and a double bond is created between the compound. So when you are eliminating a particular compound or atoms from the compound, then there will be formation of a single bonded compound will be converted to double bond, or double bonded compound will be converted to triple bond. So elimination lead to the formation of multiple bonds in organic. This is specifically for organic. You can't see the same thing happening in inorganic. Inorganic reactions thing is different. Here basically what happens is to the carbon chain. And when you are doing an elimination reaction, carbon chain will have multiple bond formation, lead to the formation of multiple bonds. So if you take any example, here also the next example, as you can see over here, bromine, and on treatment with zinc, these two bromine atom will be removed and a double bond is created between the atom. So this is the third method of preparation of an alkene by removal of halogens. So this is dehalogenation, removing halogen. So you can see the word dehalogenation. Removal of halogens. Halogenation is adding halogen. Dehalogenation is removal of halogen from the vicinal position. So if you have a compound like this, say example CH3, CH3. Okay. Here you can see both the halogen atoms are on the same carbon atom, right? So these kind of halides are actually geminal dihalides. That means on the same position. So these kind of compounds can't be used for the preparation of an alkene. You have to specifically use vicinal dihalides. So dihalides are basically classified as vicinal and geminal. Okay, vicinal mean halogens on the neighboring carbon atom. Geminal dihalogen mean both the halogen groups are on the same carbon atom. That is the difference. So here you can't take a geminal dihalide, you have to take a vicinal dihalide for the preparation of alkenes. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please make sure of these terms, vicinal, geminal positions. Vicinal mean neighboring carbon atom with functional group, that is halogens here is a vicinal dihalide. Geminal mean both the halogens or both it could be some other functional group present in the same carbon atom. That is what geminal. Vicinal positions mean on the neighboring carbon atoms. So here we are talking about a dihalide, so we can say geminal dihalides or vicinal dihalides. But for this particular reaction, you need to use a vicinal dihalide. That means halogens on the neighboring carbon atom attached to the two adjacent carbon atom is known as vicinal. And you have to use zinc metal, that is the catalyst, and this is the example of dehalogenation, that is removal of halogen, so that it leads to the formation of a double bond. There is one last method for the preparation, and with that I will wind up today's this session. The fourth method is from alcohols by acidic dehydration. Again, the thing is exactly same like dehydrohalogenation, where it undergoes beta elimination. Same thing happens here. Here the only difference is that instead of halogen, you have a OH group, that means alcohol. So this example and the second example exactly happened in the same way. Here it is dehydration, because you are removing one molecule of water, OH group, and H in the beta position. Dehydrohalogenation means halogen and a hydrogen from beta position. Here dehydration is you're taking a starting compound, an alcohol, and the OH group and the hydrogen in the beta position is removing as H2O. So you can see H2O is removed from the compound. So this is an example of dehydration reaction, as it is done in the presence of an acid, because you know that concentrated sulfuric acid is strong and is a good dehydrating agent. That is why they say it is acidic dehydration, because you used an acid. So acidic dehydration means dehydration taken place in presence of an acid. So here using concentrated sulfuric acid, you're dehydrating an alcohol. Alcohol means OH group. An organic compound containing OH functional group is alcohol, and you are removing an alcohol OH group and a hydrogen from the beta position, so that it will be removed as H2O. So removal of water is dehydration, and this mechanism is beta elimination, because hydrogen is moving out from the beta position. That is why, as I said, alpha, beta are common terminology, not only for halogen or alcohol, any functional group. So carbon directly attached with the functional group is alpha, and the neighboring carbon is beta, and hydrogen will go always from the beta position. That is how one molecule of water is removed, and when something is eliminated, a double bond is created between the carbon. So it is again an example of elimination. You are removing one molecule of water. It is beta elimination, because elimination is happening from the beta position. And this is also dehydration, because you are removing water.
Ma'am, so the double bond is always found between alpha and beta carbon, like for
Yeah.
beta.
It will be between alpha and beta, because OH is moving from alpha, because that means one bond of alpha carbon is breaking down or getting removed, and one hydrogen is removing from beta, mean its beta carbons one bond is also removing. That means now the covalency is not 4. So it has to maintain that covalency as 4. That is why they are making a bond between alpha and beta.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, so that is why I said for second, third and fourth examples, preparation methods are somewhat very same thing. That means you are eliminating and a double bond is created in that. So before we leave for this first period, let's go through it quickly on the preparation of an alkene. So we started from alkyne, triple bonded compound can be converted to double bonded compound by doing what you can say reduction, that is adding hydrogen. But reduction can be done in two different conditions. First one was Lindblad catalyst, that means using pelletized charcoal. Here the specialty is that you are getting only cis isomer of an alkene. That is when you use Lindblad catalyst. And if you need a trans isomer, then you have to use liquid sodium in liquid ammonia. Okay, so that is how the first method of converting an alkene to an alkyne to an alkene using different condition, Lindblad catalyst or sodium in liquid ammonia, to get cis and trans isomers respectively. The second method was from alkyl halide. You are removing hydrogen halide, that is dehydrohalogenation. That is one halogen and one hydrogen will be removed from the compound. It is undergo beta elimination, because elimination with respect to beta position. That is why we call it as beta elimination. And the condition is alcoholic potash, that is potassium hydroxide in alcohol. Third method is from the vicinal dihalides. Dihalides mean two halogen compound. But if these two halogens are on the adjacent carbon atom, we call it as vicinal dihalide. If both the halogens are on the same carbon atom, we call it as geminal dihalides. So this particular reaction requires vicinal dihalides only. If you have a geminal dihalide, you won't get this reaction. You won't get a product by this reaction. So dehalogenation, removal of two halogen atom happens. And when these halogen atoms are removed, a double bond is created. And the condition used is heating in presence of zinc. Last and the final method of preparation was acidic dehydration. Dehydration in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Here also it is an elimination with respect to beta position. OH and hydrogens are removed and double bond is created. Any doubt in this one? Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. I hope you people have started working for your final exam.